Alright, I'm gonna be making Sanji'S True Bluefin Saute. True Bluefin Tuna Saute from One Piece. And we'll be following a video from Attack on Cuisine. I thought as a professional amateur beginner chef, I can do this.
To begin with, we'll smash some garlic and dice it.
We'll smash some garlic.
Nice job, team.
Maybe it's time for a new cutting board.
Oh!
Now we smash and dice the garlic.
Then we'll also dice up an onion like this.
Now to dice half an onion. I sharpened my knife and was using it for the first time, so just ignore the noises.
Add some olive oil to a pan.
Some olive oil to the pan.
Followed by the garlic and onions.
Followed by the garlic and onions.
Cook them until they turn golden brown like this.
That should be fine.
Then we'll add soy sauce. Stir it, then add sugar and cook it until it thickens beautifully.
Stir it a little. Add some... I think I explained it pretty good in the moment.
Just gotta let that bitch reduce now. Reducer.
I think my little brother got a little too excited.
Creamy.
What do I do with it now?
Let it cool for later.
Let it cool for later.
It's good, but it's very salty. I nearly regenerated.
Next, we'll make a basil oil.
So I took the initiative of making the basil oil. It's been sitting in the fridge for a few days.
We'll start by blanching a bunch of basil for 30 seconds. And then we'll drop it into a bath of ice cold water.
I'm a big fan of basil, so I'm gonna triple the recipe. Now to give it an ice bath and push the basil deep down, like my feelings.
You can pound it like Sanji, along with some olive oil, but I thought a blender would be more efficient.
I thought a blender would be more efficient, so I went ahead and pounded it like Sanji.
1 hour later. Pour through a mesh sieve to filter out the big chunks, and then through a finer sieve to make it smooth.
Pour through a mesh sieve to filter out the chunks.
What am I doing?
And then through a finer sieve to make it smooth. I just used cheesecloth for this.
Pour some water into a pan.
I don't have the same pan as him, so I'm just gonna use a bowl.
Add some oil to the water and mix it up.
Add some oil to our pan of water. Let's just take a moment of silence to hear this nice mixing ASMR.
Using a sieve, slowly add flour.
I may have skipped a step. I'm not sure though.
Using a sieve.
Sprinkle in some red food coloring and mix it up.
Pour in some red food coloring and then make some more satisfying ASMR.
Pour some of the mixture into a medium hot pan.
Pour some of the mixture into a medium hot pan.
Let them cook and then you can just pull it out.
Why does mine look like that? I'm just gonna take this piece out. As you can tell from this next clip, we have professional lighting.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Now we just pull it out. I should have no problem with that because I got a strong pull-out game.
Yeah!
And now we'll add olive oil to a pan, to which we'll add asparagus and a sprinkle of salt.
Add some olive oil to the bowl, the asparagus, and a little too generous sprinkle of salt.
Cook the asparagus until they're beautifully charred and done.
Be careful while cooking the asparagus. Some of the oil might splash onto you. Don't ask me how I found out. Now that the asparagus is beautifully burnt and done, I'll just leave it on the plate for later.
And now to the star of our show, the tuna.
And now to the star of our YouTube video, the tuna.
We'll add a piece of tuna steak to a pan.
Add the tuna steak to the pan. I got yellowfin tuna instead of bluefin, but that should be fine.
And cook it up on all sides until it looks like this.
Mine doesn't look like this, but to be fair, it didn't look like this from the beginning. But I think it's done.
Look at this. We created this. This didn't exist before we were here.
My favorite part about this dish is how easy it was to grab the first bite.
For what is a man? What has he got?
This is honestly the best thing I've ever tasted, and that's saying a lot. The sweet soy sauce reduction complements the tuna. It's like they're meant to be together, like peanut butter and jelly. It's like the perfect amount of sweet and savory. I couldn't say the same for the asparagus. I might have undercooked it. Overall, I'll give this meal a solid 9 out of 10. If there's a recipe you wanted to try making, I'd recommend this one.
It could use a bit of oregano, but still, it was amazing.
Oregano's for savages.
Wow.